and just your comments on what went so well for you tonight.
Yeah, I thought we bought into the game plan defensively tonight, and you could see that from the jump. We've been a little bit inconsistent defensively, and we knew that was going to be the difference tonight. We're going to have to get stops so that we could push tempo. We've been struggling with getting the ball across half court against presses, and I told them if they didn't score and we didn't foul, they can't press. And I think that was maybe a little bit of why we defended so well tonight. But, again, that's a great squad, and we did a really good job. We stayed together tonight when they made a little push, and I was proud of our effort on both ends for 40.
So I was going to say, they obviously had the great first quarter with 27 points, but then they get it back to 11 at half. What was kind of the message at halftime, and you guys were able to kind of put it away there in the third quarter?
Yeah, just do what we do, right? Do your job. Do what we practice every day, and we don't need to get outside of ourselves, and nobody needs to be a hero. Just be the 5 most connected, most competitive players on the floor. And, again, we settled in that second half. We had a little fatigue. We had a little foul trouble. That was part of the run. Again, so credit them for getting aggressive and putting in the refs' hands a little bit because we got a little handsy. But the message at halftime was stop fouling and stay with our pace and do what we do.
Brianna, what you guys, as Coach was talking about, you guys were really balanced. You had 14, a lot of 14, 10, 9. What went so well for you offensively with you guys sharing the ball?
Just sticking to the game plan, just relying on one another, not trying to take the whole game over like just one person. So, yeah.
I think 2 stats that jump out to me: 19 assists on 25 buckets. That's pretty unbelievable. And then the offensive rebounds, 20 offensive rebounds. How big was that stat?
That was the difference, I felt, down the stretch. And we had a hard time. They did a great job of doubling Lucy and Bell inside, and we had Lovin on a couple roll downs, and they doubled her as well, caused some turnovers, caused us to rush. So we knew we were going to be spraying it. And long threes mean long rebounds. And so Belle and Lucy got in there and got dirty. I told our guards at that last media they are allowed to cross that three-point line and also get in there and rebound. And so Ari Vanderhoop coming out of timeout had that big putback, and I thought that was a good momentum punch for us right there. So, again, this team is so bought in. I am so fortunate that they're executing the plan and having fun doing it together.
The other part, defensively, you held them down. They had a pretty good fourth quarter shooting, but other than that, you held them down. What was the game plan defensively to slow them?
Believe it or not, that Jada Logan's really good.
Yeah.
She's a really good basketball player. We were trying to limit her touches and didn't do a great job of that. She was bringing it up. They've been doing some stuff. They had Roberts playing the 1 some. They went back to Jada running the 1, and so she made some great adjustments. We couldn't get the ball out of her hands, but we wanted to protect the paint, keep them to 1, and not foul. And that was what we were able to do the first quarter, and then again in the third coming out of halftime.
Brianna, you guys get Drexel tomorrow. Just kind of give us your thoughts about that.
They're a good team, but we're prepared. We're ready. We trust our coaches with the game plan, and we're not ready to go home yet, so we're excited. Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Joined by Charleston head coach Rylan Hartman and Jada Logan. Before we start with some questions, Coach, just your comments on the game.
Well, Monmouth is a really good team, and they played really well tonight. I think that we got popped in the face early, and then we fought back and got it to 11 at halftime, and then came back out and they pushed the lead again, just pushing the ball in transition. We're breaking down on rotations, and gave up easy shots, and then right to start the second half, we gave 3 threes up, 9 points, and they got back out of hand again, and then we decided those last 10 minutes that we're going to play our 4 freshmen and Jada. We call it Jada and the Jits. And, they kind of battled back. They did. And, it's tough when, Jada's playing out of position. She's not really a true point guard, but the kid has huge heart. And, most of these seasons she carried us. And it's a lot to put on one kid. Just like we were talking on the way here in the hallway, that she wants to win. And she will get this team with the addition of Jenna coming back to be where they need to be. And, it's just a matter of holding each other accountable. We got killed on the rebounds and, really got out hustled. And, we say we're a defensive team, but we really didn't play any defense like that today.
Jada, 28 points, 6 rebounds, like Coach said. Did about everything for your team. Just talk about your game tonight and what you were trying to do to kind of will your team back into that game.
Obviously, I know that we play better defense when we put the ball in the hole, so I just think we definitely just came up short, and they outworked us, unfortunately. But, I mean, we'll be back next year, and so, like Coach said, I want to get a championship. I plan on getting a championship, and I know we have a lot of people, everyone coming back actually, so that's just what I'm looking forward to now.
Rob, one of the things that Coach Boggess mentioned was the fact that they wanted to try to deny your press, and if you don't make shots, obviously you can't press. How big was that shooting percentage number and not being able to press the difference in the game?
Yeah, that hurts us because, it's really supposed to be the other way around. If your offense is off, you're going to defend and get stops on defense. But for some reason, our team has it mixed up. And if we can't press you, we have a hard time. So it comes down to, once we get in the quarter court, we were breaking down as well. Just from them, just sheer heart that they pushed the ball down our throats. And, it is important to get stops because when that team was, high percentage, either they hit a layup or they kicked it for three. And it is our defense that we have to get going. But, I think it'll all change when we do put the ball in the basket. And, we miss point-blank layups. And, that kind of hurts us. We have one person rebounding, and we just have to get together as a team and make sure, our kids are really tight off the floor. They're a tight-knit group. But on the floor, sometimes it looks like they don't really have each other's back. So they're going to change that. They know that that's a problem, but it is hard for people to step up and lead and hold each other accountable. But the sergeant right here will definitely do it next year. She will do it, and she will do it with Jenna to help.
There are 20 offensive rebounds. What were they doing to be able to get that number? Were they just sending everybody to class? What were they able to do to keep getting extra?
I mean, teams do their scouting, so they can see from previous games that we struggled on defense, getting boards. And so they send everyone to the glass, but I mean, obviously when you have smaller guards against their big posts, it is a little tougher, but we should have just boxed out a little better.
All right, thank you guys very much.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.